Hi, Greg Flaherty. Today I want to talk to you about buying, renting, and retiring with San Diego real estate. So, no secret, we've had a retirement crisis looming for a while now, and it's not getting any better. So, what we've had is pensions used to fund our retirements back in the 70s and 80s. They're going away. Currently, only 13% of private sector employees have a pension. The other vehicle is 401k retirement plans. American companies, only 14% of our companies on average even offer a 401k plan. Of those employees that have a plan like that, the average balance is $96,000. Clearly, that won't cut a 20, 30, or 40-year retirement time frame. So my suggestion to you is to buy real estate. Specifically, San Diego real estate is a fabulous buy. Again, the assumptions are you're at least 10 to 20 years away from retirement, and you have time to let this work for you. You have the ability to put 20% cash down, and you have good enough credit to take out a mortgage that's like 80% loan to value. So I suggest you look for good properties in the San Diego coastal zone if you can, or in really good school districts. Once you find that property, do your analysis and make sure that after all expenses, you can have a cash on cash return of at least minimum 5% cash on cash. Of course, you prefer more. We prefer 15% or greater. It's just that those opportunities are harder to come by. Okay, so here are my top 3 reasons why you should be buying rental real estate in San Diego, or anywhere for that matter. Number 1, there's still great tax advantages to buying real estate. You get to write off the mortgage interest in most all cases, even with the recent tax changes. Most people are going to qualify to write off that mortgage interest. You're going to be able to write off some property taxes. And there's non-cash expenses. We call them phantom expenses like depreciation that you get to write off. Other investments, stocks, bonds, don't necessarily have depreciation that you can write off. Big advantage. Okay. Number 2, take any 20-year time horizon. It's very difficult to find a time period like that where real estate's actually dropped in value. It almost always appreciates. Of course, this assumes you've purchased right and you didn't buy at the top of a bubble. Okay, number 3, probably most importantly, you get to buy real estate, and the majority of your real estate is paid off with OPM. What's OPM? Other people's money. Other people's money comes to you in the form of rent. If you do this right, the rent's going to pay off your lender, it's going to pay off your property manager, it's going to pay for minor improvements to the property, and still put cash in your pocket. So it's a great way to go. And so why aren't more people doing this? And where are investors falling down when they try to do it? It's on the property management side. And it's typically when they're looking to find tenants and they're not properly qualifying them. And what happens is they let their emotions get in the way. They get whipsawed by their emotions. They get whipsawed by the emotions of their tenant. So my suggestion to you is when you're penciling this out, make sure you put a line item in there for professional property management. Professional property management almost always pays for itself in terms of higher rent, lower vacancy, lower expenses, and a better bottom line. So if you pursue this over 10 to 20 years where you're buying a home or a condo or a small apartment complex every couple of years if you can, let that accumulate. Let these renters' money pay down your mortgage. What's going to happen when you hit retirement? You're going to have a beautiful portfolio of almost mortgage-free real estate or a very low loan-to-value ratio that cash flows tremendously for you. You have great options and a wonderful retirement. Okay? Questions? Give me a call. Greg Flaherty. Thanks.